Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and this is the Back to the Future DeLorean Stage 35. This time we're doing a very minor building parts. We've got the front left and front right wheel arches to install with 4 screws, 2 on each. That's it, that's all we're doing. Look, it's even only 2 build pictures, and they're both the same, just putting one side on. DM screws holding a wheel arch on, and DM screws holding a wheel arch on. So that's that, and that's what the finished assembly should look like. We'll get to that momentarily. First of all, we're having a look at the new future of Hill Valley, in the actual future. Hill Valley in the future of 2015, which is 7 years ago. It's very scary watching these films now when you think what we thought the future, or what they thought the future would be 30 years in the future from 85. It didn't quite get there. We haven't got hoverboards. We haven't got holographic billboard things. Although we've got big screen notice board things now. We haven't got flying cars and flying traffic jams and things. Yeah. What we've got is different to that. I won't say it's better or worse. It's worse, isn't it? That would have been a nice future to have. But no, we didn't get that one. We still have Texaco. We haven't got cars that look like that. We haven't got jackets that dry themselves and shorten their arms for you. And we've got shoes that do themselves up, but not really. But yeah, there we go. Right, Marty's girlfriend, Claudia Wells, played that. Jennifer Parker. Yeah, there we go. That's about it, really. Next time, we're making pontoons. Now, I thought that was something to do with water and floating and things, but apparently it isn't. We're going to be building those next time. But first of all, we're going to build these. We're putting the wheel arches on. So I shall clear the bench. I'll get the car back in place, and we'll get those on, and we'll see if we can do it in record time. Yes, here we go. We've got 2 wheel arches. A bit rough on the outside, which is sort of the inside, but quite nicely finished on the side that it is going to be visible once it's built. Labelled L and R for left and right. 2 screw holes to fit on there, to go on there and up there. And that just basically sits in place like that. It doesn't actually attach other than the screw holes by the feel of it. So it's a little bit strange, but that's that. DM screws will be holding that in place. So let me get 3, 4 of those out now, because I'll need 2 for the other side. Get that one in there. These are nice and metallic and very weighty, actually. They're quite substantial. So, yeah, it's a thing. I was expecting them to more clip into place on here, but than they have. But obviously that's what the screws are for. So once the screws get done up, it's not going to be going anywhere, is it? And this will be adding some protection to the wheel in storage and everything. That's the bit where, obviously, if I do put the white walls on, they're going to be very closer to this because these are the smaller wheels, but it'll be fine. It does the job. That's on there nice and secure. It all matches up and fills in the gaps. That's that. Let's get the same thing done on the opposite side in exactly the opposite way. So again, through there and into that screw hole, like that. And then that's not lining up. Why is that being a problem that side? Oh, that's not right. Something's a little bit bent or distorted or something there. That's not quite right. Let me take that back off of there. Have a look. That looks like that might be bent up a bit. Yeah, that's not quite right. That's bent somewhere along the line. It feels like that should fit there. Curvature is the same, as far as I can tell. That's not quite right. It can't really be anywhere else. I can't have got anything else wrong, you know. Nothing else would not fit. Right, let me turn this around, have a closer look, and see what I can see. Right, it's not quite the right shape. I have just investigated, taking the other one off so we can compare the two. And if I line up the sides the same, you can see already that that is at a different angle. If I line up those ones the same, the longer sides, then you'll see that those sides are at a slightly different angle. This one obviously fits on there just right. It lines up perfectly, as you can see that, you know, the two sides, well, you can't see now because it's off, but you saw when I did it before, they line up just right. This one basically doesn't. That side, if I got that in there, this side is too far out and too high. So I'm going to try and just curve it a little bit. It's not far off that you can really see if you just look at the piece. There's something there, but there's also something on there as well. So I don't know. I'm just going to try and curve it a little bit, because that seems to be the answer. Basically, I might need to use something other than my fingers, because it is quite a strong blob of metal. Making sure I'm doing the right one, obviously, first. No, that's not really moving. I can feel it give a little bit, but only a little bit. So I'm going to need to get some tooling in to do that. So I'll need to basically reshape that. Now, obviously, I could contact them and get them to send out a new piece, but it might be the same. It's not that far off that I'm too worried about it. It's obviously going to look fine once it's together anyway. But yeah, just a point of interest for you. If you're doing this build, then be aware of things like that. And other than that, I'll get it on, get it assembled, get it shaped, and we'll see how it looks. Okay, there we go. A little bit of reshaping, and it's gone on there okay. I'm not worried about the little scuff marks that I've created on there, because that's going to be the hidden part. Anyway, the finished part looks okay. The distance around there is not quite even, but that's the good side. On the side that I've had to reshape, again, it's not quite even. Some of that's because of the camera angle, but I'm pretty sure that's okay. Even when I get the other wheel on, you know, bigger wheel on, I think it will be okay. We'll find out. If I need to, I can take it off and reshape it, but I don't think I will. I think that's as good as it gets, and that will do. So that's that. So far, so good. It's working. That's it for this issue. Next issue, we'll be doing one that I think is entirely self-contained, so we don't need the chassis here. So I'll be able to clear the bench a little bit. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the build. Do let me know, and I shall see you very shortly for this and other builds. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.